Greetings, everybody. I hope everybody is having a very good night. Um, I'm really surprised now. I'm really surprised the Rockets won without Dylan Brooks. Who could have seen that one coming? That was completely weird. They laid down that game. They laid down that game. The Thunder, Houston, 51st win of the season, and I did make a change in pick to the Warriors. Okay, it is at 71. I don't know why I feel so okay. But yeah, that was a surprise. To see the Rockets win without Dylan Brooks, who could have seen that coming? I sure as hell didn't see that coming. Damn, damn, damn. And in the Denver Nuggets game, basically, I made a comment on my game of the day video. So basically, I said, change in pick to Golden State Warriors. Well, why did I change my pick from Nuggets to Warriors? Well, basically, if the Warriors beat the Lakers and the Nuggets, then people are going to start barking that they're a championship contender for the NBA Finals. Now, this is all obviously very, very, very fake. That's reason number one. Number two, the Warriors must spice things up. Warriors at 31 losses, Nuggets at 31 losses. Lakers, by losing on Sunday, would be tied with the Warriors and the Nuggets with a game at OKC. Damn. After we lose the game on Sunday, suddenly this Thunder game on Tuesday, if your priority is seeding, then Tuesday would be classified as must win. The objective is to have home court advantage, right? In the first and second rounds of the playoffs. When the Lakers lose on Sunday, they have 31 losses. They would be level with the Nuggets and the Warriors. So that game is rigged tonight. The Nuggets are not allowed to win tonight. So that's why I had to change my pick to Warriors. I did make a comment. I don't know if I pinned it on top of the video, but basically 31st loss for the Nuggets against Stephen Curry. Curry's 31, so I imagine there won't be any comeback for the Denver Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets are laying down because that's the script. Keep the regular season exciting, increase the ratings, get eyeballs glued on the TV, onto the app. That's what it's about. How are they doing today? Are we going to slide down to 5? Can we stay at 3? This kind of thing that makes it the Wild Wild West. 3, 4, and 5 are all tied at 47-31. So and of course the Lakers, when will they win the 18th road game? Will the 18th road win occur at the Mavs? Will it occur at the Thunder? Matt, this is about to get spicy. This really is. It is about to get super duper interesting. The Rockets, by winning, have pretty much had a top 3 finish. The only way to face the Nuggets now would be to get them in the conference finals. But because number 3 to number 5 is all even, I mean, the Nuggets hypothetically could slide down to 6, and Lakers could be number 3. Look at the room. Look at the wiggle room of error for these teams. Look at that. Look at that. This is insane. 45-32. This is insane. I mean, look at what the Timberwolves have next. They're going to beat the 76ers. Now this becomes super duper wild. The Timberwolves are a lock to win tomorrow because this has to become chaos for the last week of the regular season. Okay, Timberwolves going to win. Well, who are the Grizzlies gonna beat? I like Grizzlies going to win over the Pistons before they play the Hornets. Suddenly, that Timberwolves Grizzlies game will decide who doesn't fall to the play-in. I think. I will let the next I'll let the next couple of games play out. Then I'll get to Thursday, April 10. That Timberwolves Grizzlies game is the key game on April 10, Thursday.
So we doing this?
If we do, they're going to move the past.
I want to list the games on the community section. I don't know if they still call it community section or they call it post section, but basically I'll list all the key games every single day until the final day of the regular season. Key matchups that are going to affect how the seeding is going to play out in the wild, wild west. I don't think they can have the Lakers winning on Sunday. Lakers have to lose. Oh, we're going to slide the 5. We're going to slide to the play-in. What's going on? Even though it kind of lines up to be 5-4 since Goki and LeBron's returned from injury like Kobe Bean Bryant, but just from let's create chaos, let's keep things interesting, let's get some ratings perspective. I may have to go Thunder on Sunday, so Lakers money line on Sunday. For at least me personally, I'm gonna pass on it. I think they're more important games, more important fish to fry towards the very, very end, like the final 4 games of the regular season. I think we had 6 games left. And if Tuesday's a must win, then I think I'll go Lakers on Tuesday. Maybe Sunday can be somewhat close, so the Lakers are not too big of a payout on Tuesday. So maybe Lakers lose by like 9 points or something somewhat respectable, not like a blowout or anything like that, but just could decrease the payout. I think for Tuesday basically is where I'm coming at right here. So if you go to I've got MLB games of the day, and I think the message for MLB game of the days is don't do the Yankees every day or the day, but I still have to talk about the Dodgers 8-1 start. Obviously, I took a screenshot of Ohtani on ESPN after the 8-0, and obviously today was not a surprise because Philadelphia is 61. I think they're 6-1, and the Dodgers is 51. They may have entered with a 5-1 record, the Phillies, and they're 8-1 like Gamache and Kobe Bean Bryant. I'm talking about the LA Dodgers. So that is worth mentioning because, again, anyone out there like Gigi, Gary Numbers guy, want to say that we have mental illness for always connecting things to Kobe? Well, it definitely connects to the Dodgers. I'm just saying 8-1. Kobe Bean Bryant's 81. He had an 81-point game against the Raptors, and they won in 2024, and then they win their first 8 games like Kobe's number 8. So they definitely sync things up by Kobe Bryant's his numerology and his overall body, his overall persona. Man, what a fake ass game this is. The Nuggets, they're down by 15. These guys are supposed to be all rested up, man. They were up 42-30 in the first quarter, and now they're down by like 12 or 15 points. That's 99-84. That's 15. Like, this shit's rigged. And no, the Warriors are fake nose. I see what them little Zionist Jews are doing. I see they want to get the little goyim ass motherfuckers to go bet on the Warriors or some crap like that. I mean, it's obvious what they're doing. what is he, 21-4 since he came into the lineup. The Warriors are fake news. I bet you Lakers have to play these guys now. I think they got to get very creative. Nuggets first round, Warriors second round, or the opposite is true. They could enter with 31 playoff wins as a Laker go in the bond and then, face off against Steph Curry. So that's true as well. Plus, Jimmy Butler, Goat Bond already beat, and he faces off against them on a different team. So, again, there are lots of possibilities. Lakers could have to play on the road every single series if they lose the 2 games at OKC. So, this is chaotic. I mean, there is no way of telling. Are they going to be 3, 4, 5, 6? Because it could be anything at this point. When you have the Lakers after Sunday, the Nuggets, Lakers, and Warriors will all be tied 47-31. It is about to be complete chaos. And I think a game like today where the Thunder lose by 14 and everyone who's a Laker or a LeBron is going to want to pile on the Lakers on Sunday, I'm just going to stay away from that. I'm going to pick the Thunder because people are going to lose their shit and pee in their pants and say, oh, my Lakers going to slide to the play. There's got to be some drama. There's got to be some chaos because, after all, this is the Magical Star Championship. It ain't enough without some chaos. Ain't about chaos. Chaos makes it the greatest title ever. I want chaos. If we're number 6, the Colts on our side. If we number 5, Goat Bond's 5th ring. Kobe's 5 rings. And I like number 4 because Goat Bond made it to the finals as a 4th seed. I think it was 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So, in number 3, 3 rings in total as a member of the Lakers. No matter where the Lakers fall, it doesn't change anything. Nothing changes. Only Adam Silver knows who's playing each other in the first round. And at any point in the season, like in February, March, April, you just come up with your best hypothesis with the given information at the time. So if Goat Bond's 31st playoff win is going to happen and make it to the second round, he could hypothetically face Stephen Curry in either the first or the second round. He could eliminate Curry for his 31st playoff win as a member of the Lakers, or he could enter the conference semifinals against Stephen Curry with 31 playoff wins. It's all about how you interpret. If Lakers get the Nuggets in the first round and the 30th playoff win with Goat Bond against the Nuggets, they last beat the Nuggets in the playoffs while at Disney World. So again, it could be Nuggets, Warriors, Thunder. It could be Warriors, Nuggets, Thunder. Just all depends on what Adam Silver wants because they've already decided which games they're going to win and lose on any given night because the Nuggets are laying down. So you already know they want this chaos to happen. They want the Lakers, Nuggets, and Warriors to all be tied 47-31. And because the Warriors are kind of the recency bias as far as getting results in recent games in key matchups, then some money is going to be bet in the futures market on the Warriors, and that's a good thing for the people in Vegas, that you get some Goyam-ass motherfuckers who start getting brainwashed and duped and hooked and baited and manipulated to fall into that trap of the Golden State Warriors. The NBA cabal doesn't like it when players run their mouths and disrespect their general manager and their club president. They're not going to award Jimmy Butler for trashing. How many rings has Pat Riley won? Like, this guy's well respected. If you're just going to refuse to play and be a dick and make things hard for a guy who's well respected across all league circles, then they're just not going to award this Jimmy Butler. You got to use some common sense there. NBA is in dire need of ratings, so they will have the Lakers-Warriors matchup. They will have the Lakers-Nuggets matchup. Basically, I do not see the Lakers finishing fourth or fifth, so they can play the Thunder in the conference finals, especially if they somehow lose on Tuesday. But I think that where the Lakers finish, it's probably either third or sixth. Probably either third or sixth is my best hypothesis. I think it's either one of these two. They finish third or they finish sixth. Ovechkin is one goal away from the record, and I see the Washington Capitals' goal differential is like completely insane. It's like maybe we have an obvious winner for hockey this year. Do they want Ovi to have another Stanley Cup? The Lakers have to lose on. Now, if they lose both games against Oklahoma City, the Lakers are 4-6 since Goat King LeBron's return, and I'm not ruling that out either, because the Thunder could get their 35th and 36th wins at home, and the Lakers is 36. So I'll just take this game by game, day by day, because we're 4 days away to the second game of the mini playoff series on Tuesday. There's a lot of bias in the poll. Lakers are not winning both games, but there's a lot of bias in the poll. Well, who's winning in baseball? Not the championship in baseball, but just what's going on right now in the league. Okay, the Guardians don't suck. Let me see who's on the Guardians. I know they lost Josh Naylor, but they're still a good team. Juan Ramirez, Santana, fuck it. Let's put $200 on the Guardians. The Angels are trash, anyways, right? Live bet. Probably shouldn't do it if I have the Guardians in this parlay that I have with the Warriors, but fuck it, I'll do it. The Warriors won tonight. I had a bonus to a profit boost on the Warriors, so I'm just going to do that quickly, and I will continue the conversation, the convo. If you want me to be live for the Final Four, I will. I probably will have pizza here with me. Duke is obviously going to win the most interesting game at the moment. I don't know why Auburn is an underdog, but they're the better team in the tournament than Florida. Florida had more scares. Auburn just know how to tear. They tear a whole nother asshole during the second half. Like they're down against Michigan and they just destroyed them. They were winning by like 10 or 15 against Creighton, and bases loaded. It's minus 110, but they have 2 out. $5. $200 on the goal. Let's go. Hopefully they score. Suspended. Did I check off? Hopefully they did score. This would mean I was late on the live bet. I jacked off. Son of a bitch. I jacked off. Was this close? Have you ever been late on making a bet and suddenly the team you wanted to bet, like literally like a half second while you're placing the place bet button, they scored? That's basically what happened. I like white pizza, ricotta, stuffed ricotta, the diced tomato, the basil. It's really, really good pizza. I'll show you tomorrow. I'm either thinking of having the pizza delivered before the second half of Auburn, Florida, or just hopefully celebrate an Auburn win and just have the pizza while the Duke game is going on, so I haven't decided yet. Warriors, what a win! Yes, I should have taken you guys last night. These guys brainwashed me, the Lakers, that these guys are going to win and be invincible. But your guy over here is right. We be a magical mammoth style championship. This what we are. This what we are, ladies and gents. Again, he's going to be the lowest seeded team in his career to win. I think the lowest amount of games Goat Keelan won en route to a title was 52. The game is over. Y'all Nuggets are trash. I'm going to play you bums in the playoffs in the first or second round. I'm going to slap both sides of your face. I'm going to whip your ass like there ain't no tomorrow. Golden State, fucking Denver Nuggets. Both of you guys. It's rivalry week every week in this fucking playoffs. The Nuggets and the Warriors, you're trash. I hate you guys. He really thinks the Warriors gonna be in the finals. I got news for y'all. You getting smoked by Nino LeBron. If you really believe that, go put your money where your mouth is. Yes, Lakers over Celtics, championship exacta, ba-boom, Kobe Bean Bryant at Bean Town. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's 22-1. The non-multi future parlay, just Duke money line tomorrow. They're going to be in the championship game. And then Lakers over Celtics at 22-1. Turn $500 into a $15,000 payout. This boy finished. It's called Gematria. That boy finished. He done. He finished. Oh yeah, Stephen Curry's Gematria 64 too. This guy's finished. It's called Gematria. 6 finals appearances, 4 rings. Guy's finished. Now it's the purple and gold. Don't be a goy. Don't be goy about this. Jewish mysticism don't lie. You ain't got no Warriors without no splash brother. No splash brother, no party. No splashing. No pun intended. Well, you good. You know how to work me my good. Okay, who like more, the Warriors or the Nuggets? Well, we trashed these bums a couple of years ago. But your trash ass member Nuggets, I want to whip your ass so bad. I want to beat you in 5 days. I just want to embarrass y'all at Colorado. I was live I'm putting the bet on the live bet on the game. Son of a fucking bitch, man. Come on. So how do you think this parlay is going to do? The Guardians are winning. I put the Guardians. I have the Warriors, so that's 5 legs left. I'm rolling with the Tigers. I got to do a video on that too. Tigers is 33. Can they get the 33rd win? I think Flag is Gematria 33. That's basically a little short Final Four video I'm going to do for tomorrow. Arsenal against Everton, but their center back is out for the year, so it's always a risk against Everton. I think this is away at Everton, I think. They drew 0-0 last time they play. Obviously, Duke, Yankees, they smoked the Pirates. Real Madrid should win against Valencia to keep that La Liga race exciting. So we'll see what happens with that parlay. We'll see what happens. I mean, Auburn's a better team. Auburn were never close to losing. Florida were close to losing against UConn. Like they were down by like 6 with like 5 or 6 minutes against the last game. And okay, Maryland, they were good. The last team they played, Texas Tech. If they hit they free throws, Texas Tech, Florida would have lost. Florida is clearly vulnerable. Florida is vulnerable. They're not some world beating team. They have a few white guys there. You know, this team will fold and choke under pressure. Auburn, man, they badass. These Florida white guys, they ain't all that on that team. Yeah, Auburn, they play quick. Auburn's a better team during the regular season, but the regular season doesn't mean anything. But if we're going off of the NCAA tournament, Auburn have looked more dynamic than Florida. Florida have looked more vulnerable than Auburn. I got to do a couple videos on the 8-1 start for the Dodgers, Final Four video, and I can pick Thunder over Lakers on Sunday. But I am a true fan of King the Bond. Like, sure, I am hoping the Lakers. I think I'll be live for Sunday. The game is on NBA TV. And people will come here and freak out and be scared and be crying and saying season's over. Calm. Patience. YM 77-76. Wake up! I'm referencing a score to the Lakers game over the Pelican. Wake up! Wake up! Come on! You understand losing against the Thunder, but you should stop losing this game. Screw the Warriors on the point spread. You guys screwed me on the live point spread bet against the Lakers. That late shot by Austin Reeves, motherfucker. Why can't the Warriors win by 8 against the Lakers? Make this a little bit more extra convincing. Screw this live point spread on the Warriors. You guys don't play every minute of the game. Game over. That shot, Golden State Warriors. Money line bet over they Denver Nuggets. Again, I think Flag is 33 and Tigers is 33, and Auburn can win their 33rd game by beating Florida. I think Gators in reverse is 33, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. There's more to talk about that. Convincing win for the Warriors. Now this about to get chaotic. This is about to become total chaos. I think I like my chances on this parlay right here. Of course, the one game I'm doubting, I think, is Arsenal against Everton. Yankees should beat the Pirates. It all depends too on how Auburn do, but people just go off of Florida good at Florida. Oh. LA Clippers are winning. LA Clippers gonna keep pace with everybody else. Clippers at 32 losses. Los Angeles Clippers and Gamaches 81 to win the 81st NBA Finals. LA three-peat. Lakers win the back-to-back, then the Clippers win the very next year. Then the loser Phoenix Suns. If the loser Suns are failure and Kevin Durant betrays the team and goes to the Thunder, then if he betrays the loser Phoenix Suns, then in 2028 you just change loser Suns with Thunder. If he decides to go back to OKC. If Kevin Durant leaves. Yes. Oh, what's going to happen in that year if he leaves the loser Phoenix Suns? When you watch the games, Auburn has been a much more dynamic team. Okay, now on to the videos. First one, let's do Final Four. We'll do the games for tomorrow. I will link the Duke over Auburn pre-NCAA tournament prediction that in a year with all favorites, hopefully it comes true. If it's Duke over Florida, I don't care as long as Duke wins. I type in Final Four schedule. It shows the women's game on top. Men's Final Four. The Final Four prediction, Florida against Auburn. Auburn's by far the much more impressive team during the NCAA tournament. Florida has shown more cracks. It is common sense. Auburn's 33rd win to make it to the national championship game. Tigers is 33. They are the Auburn Tigers. I like them to go up against Cooper Flag in the national championship game. Flag is Camacho 33. Auburn's 33rd win, then up against Cooper Flag in the national championship game. Florida's season comes to a close. Duke has been blowing everybody out this March Madness. And when I upload the thumbnail, exactly this is what you see. Duke has blown out every single team. Duke is by far the best team left in the tournament. Those who watch the games and have watched Cooper Flag, it is Duke. It's not going to be Florida. It's not going to be whoever Hackop is predicted. You just can't ignore Duke blowing everybody out by 20, 30 points. The Arizona game was garbage time, but they were blowing them out, as you saw in the graphic. What's the big number with 36 and 37 as far as wins go for Duke? Well, Cooper is Camacho 36, and he's going to be playing for a national title. Duke will get to 36 wins because, again, I like Cooper to be drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets is Camacho 36, tying it into the opponent in Duke's win-loss total. Duke over Auburn, as I predicted before the tournament, and Duke can defeat Auburn in the national title game. All right, and now I have to upload the video. MD77, Tony Pro, SMH, Lakers are struggling with Pelicans, Golden State Warriors blowing out Denver, but the games are scripted. It's meant to get you all worried. You're either trained to know and to not fall for mental gymnastics, or unfortunately for the time being, until the magic in the black magic works its course, you'll just have to temporarily be bluntly putting it scared. We'll beat the Thunder no matter what the hell happens during these next couple of games. I don't give a damn how they do in a meaningless regular season series against the Thunder when, quite frankly, they want Goat King the Bond hating bums and even neutral-minded people that doubt the Lakers. The Thunder are meaningless. They're completely fake. They won't surprise me to see the Lakers 4-6 since King Goat LeBron's return. But again, it's not about keeping order. It's about keeping a little bit of karma and going about it on a day-to-day basis. And then I believe in the process. And I believe not playing in the play-in is just what Goat King the Bond needs to fully rest up and be ready to go. He had to play in the play-in when he made it to the conference finals 2 years ago. Now he gets the luxury of a week of rest. And this is going to definitely fall into the Lakers' favor. I've been fed up with Jared Vanderbilt missing his mid-range shots that he's been paid to make. But I like what Jared Vanderbilt said, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago. He said, it's about staying as healthy as can be for the playoffs. This is the mindset we got. We can whip anyone's ass, anybody, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter the scenario. If it's with home court, without home court. We had no home court 2 years ago. We made it to the conference finals. So we've already been there. We've already done that with Hachimura, with King on the Bond. I don't think Jackson Mays was here 2 years ago, but Vanderbilt was. Austin Reeves was. We have lots of guys on this team who've got experience winning without home court against the Grizzlies and the Lakers. So, quite frankly, it doesn't matter to me. The description will just be, I will be right about Duke over Auburn for the national title. Of course, this prediction was dictated by common sense, but involves, identifying when there's Cinderella elements and non-Cinderella elements. And I would have predicted Florida to be in the Final Four, but because of the history, it's only one time had four number ones made it to the Final Four. And I just wasn't going to go against past history, even though I had three number ones in the Final Four. I just went with St. John's in that side of the bracket. I don't know how the hell he won MVP. The guy, he doesn't know how to adapt his game. I think the age is what we see from this guy. On the homepage of my channel, you go to posts. 43% say Lakers win both games. I mean, we got some bam boys on here. After all, we got some bam boys on here. Everyone was right on the Nuggets over the Warriors over the Nuggets. Poor results for the Final Four. I gotta convert it to JPEG. Shit. Okay. You know, there's soccer, there's FA Cup, there's all this. You got to keep scoring down, though, when you go to the poll section. Who will win the national championship? 52% of you say Duke, 14% say Florida, 18% say Auburn, 17% Houston. So it's either Duke or the field. What will be the national championship game? 36% of you, quite a bit of you guys like Duke versus Florida, 25% Duke versus Auburn, and then the 28% Houston versus Auburn, and the 11% Houston versus Florida. I wonder where all them Goat King LeBron fans have went. Will the cynical losers come on here and give they boy some credit here? Come on now. I've been sticking and trusting the process the entire time. No pain, no gain, like they say. You don't feel tortured in the workout, you don't make the progress, right? This is the same thing here with time being the friend and not the enemy. The time may take forever, but time, in essence, is our friend because we eventually get to the 23rd season for Goat King LeBron, and we are in year 22. Trust thy process. I never like watching a Lakers game predetermined. We're going to lose, but that's where we are on Sunday. The game is on NBA TV, and Lakers are not going to win. I will be shocked if the Lakers win on Sunday. 4 wins in 9 games since King Goat LeBron's return. Celtics, the Lakers improved to 4-9 in the finals against the Celtics. So there you go. With that logic, it makes sense. We roll with the logic. That's how we do it. Well, I got to convert that thumbnail from a web page to a JPEG.